What's going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo, and it's time for another Wild Eye review. I want to thank Wild Eye for sending me all the cool movies they send me. This one I did purchase on my own from HamiltonBook.com. Today I am reviewing the 2019 Wild Eye film, but originally released in 2017, Devil Music. This is a kind of a Clerks meets a road trip kind of film. It was directed by Luke and Jeremy Jackson. It stars Nick Thune as Rondo, and Tobin Bell has an appearance as the Devil. Now, this is a movie about an unknown rock and roll band from LA head out to the famous or infamous, depending on how you look at it, crossroads down in Mississippi, where the supposed birthplace of rock and roll is, where the original creator of rock and roll sold his soul to the devil, and then, as did Eric Clapton and Bob Dylan, they decide they're going to head down there so they can sell their souls so they can become the next big rock stars. I couldn't find out a lot about this movie, and watching it was definitely kind of a mystery for me. As I'm watching the film, I'm waiting for the horror to start. This movie is classified as a horror film under every category I've seen it. There is no horror in this movie, like, at all. There's nothing scary in it. There's no horror type stuff in it. Unless you count them selling their souls to the devil, which you could see that in, like, regular films. Honestly, I was a little disappointed in that. However, I did really enjoy the film for what it is. And as I said, what it is kind of Clerks meets a road trip. And it has a very dry, understated sense of humor, which I do enjoy. The dialogue is really good, and the music of the film was really good. But because I was waiting forever to get the horror, which never came, it was a bit of a disappointment for me. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad film. I do enjoy this film. But go into it knowing what you're going into. This is not a horror movie, guys. It's put out by Wild Eye, who releases independent films, mostly horror. But they do things besides horror, too. And even though this looks like a horror film, and it's got Tobin Bell in it, in my mind, this is not a horror film. That's my opinion. If you've seen this movie, I would love to hear your opinion. Overall, guys, I did enjoy the movie, but like I said, go into it knowing what you're getting into. Do me a favor and go and check out the merch store over at Teespring. The link will be in the description box below. And check out all my other Wild Eye reviews. There's some great shit in my Wild Eye playlist. I'm BroncoJuggalo. Big shout out to Wild Eye. You guys are amazing. Peace.
Somebody should have told you I'm the wrong one. All fun and games until you see me with the shotgun. Homie, I'm the wrong one.